Do you really want to pay 25 bucks for your code review, or maybe less than 2 cents sounds better? It's really up to you. Claude Code code review came out, and like any other company, there's probably a great workflow, great process. Not sure how that's so different to running an agent or maybe even using OpenAI to do a code review. But I'm sure it's a very polished product and it's going to get better and better. For now, they're doing high enterprise prices. That's how all companies distribute and do distribution and growth. And then they're going to bring the prices down. But I would still say there's like 6 to 18 months until these things become more mainstream. And still we see a lot of companies doing code reviews and a lot of ideas code reviews. So I wanted to offer you something simple. Use Claude Code or OpenAI to do a code review. And I created a simple little workflow that you can take. You can use it tomorrow. It's open source. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to demo that to you. I'll show you what it does. I'll show you how I build it, and you can grab it and use it and potentially pay a lot less for your code reviews. So click like and subscribe because that helps me grow my channel, and let's jump into it. So what did I do? I created a little repo, and you can look at this repo. We can kind of go through this a little bit more in detail in a second, but basically anytime you kick it off, just like Claude Code, it will add a workflow to your GitHub Actions, and it will actually trigger off review. You can even use OpenAI, and we'll put back the notes on it. So let's see that in action. So I'm going to go to my Claude. Here's the PR. Let's go check out the PR. So now we're going to go into the PR, and you can see it added the search command to do by title. We're going to go into this PR. It's still running. Oh, it already finished. It already ran. So let's look at the actions. It ran really quick. Let's see the workflow. It did an AI code review. There's some notes. It's not perfect by any chance, but you can see it added missing docstrings, connection is not closed, leaking, missing, no feedback when search, SQL vulnerability. It found a bunch of things on this little thing. So let's go back and look at the things that it found. All right. So you can see right away, because we find a few things. For each one, it actually makes you a suggestion of how to fix. So the cool thing is that it's got a bunch of issues here, and we can look into them, like SQL injection and missing docstring and connection is never closed on a success path, and missing docstrings and no feedback when searched. There's a bunch of things. Now I can go one by one, or I can just take this AI code review. Let's try to ask it to fix all the issues. So we're feeding it back into its own loop. I'll fix all 5 findings. Now another little cool feature is that you can run this review locally. So I can run it like this and do it on OpenAI. And I can run a review locally, so I don't even need to wait for the whole CI. I could actually do that. It will execute it. It will tell us also how much it ran. It's using tools to run those, so it needs an approval. Okay, let's do that. You can run it against branches. It will run the code review now against the branch and show you what's happening. And as you can see, the code review found some issues and found another issue that I didn't run through. So it does find things. It works pretty cool. I use it locally, I use it remotely. It's not perfect, but it's something you can get started with. Some of the queries, there's also cost tracking. You'll see that you're paying cents on the dollar for code reviews. It's a great starting point. You can tweak your prompts. That's also extracted. And now we'll jump and I'll show you the structure of this project a little bit. And so this is built as a little tool with a skill on top of it and a workflow. So let's look at the workflow. We have a code review workflow. basically when that happens, it basically runs the agent tool code review. So all of it goes under agent tools. I like that structure and I like to be able to control it. It has a configuration that lets you define the max finding, max follow-up finding, what's your default model. It has a diff that generates a diff between where you are and where there's a commit, so you can even choose, that helps you run it locally as well. It has a fixed doc that basically takes all the outputs from the models and generates a to-do. We always ask it with a do and a don't. There's a prompt file that lets you actually load it from a file from the prompts. So you can actually have in there a particular prompt, a system or a review text, so you can control your own context that you bring. There's a reviewer that extracts the JSON. There's a commentator, and there's a few things to actually make the comments on the GitHub, but you can also run it locally or add your own MCP tool or whatnot, so it's pretty extensible. There's a good README that explains how to do that. You can see the different files. You can see that you can run a reviewer with different providers locally. I love to use that. It lets me test my code really quickly and find issues and fix them before needing to push and waiting for a long cycle. That's about it, guys. So yeah, so don't pay 25 bucks. Use this one. As things get better, and I imagine the tooling get more mature, we're probably going to have really cheap code reviews probably built into the tool. But for now, here's a simple orchestration that works for me. Try it out. Would love the link and subscribe. See you on the